for you that everybody wants to know.
What's up?
Is John Gotti Jr. a rat?
Go to Patreon and you'll see.
We would like to thank you for watching. Head on over to Patreon for the full episode.
An all-new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged, and investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.
FBI, open up!
Welcome to this episode of the Sonny and Staxx Show.
Hello there, everybody.
Hey.
Somebody was knocking on my door. We lost you. You're freezing. Hello, chat. Kev, Maureen, William.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Oh, wrong button.
Holy shit. I thought you were trying to flush me off.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. Thank you all for joining us today. We got a good show for you. How was your weekend, Sonny?
Pretty good. I think I'm getting better. My giant lump is now half the size that it was.
Hey, that's
good.
great.
Yeah.
You're
LB
getting
Green, how are
worried,
you?
a little worried, huh?
Yeah. I didn't. So it looks like I'm going to avoid the surgery, so that's very cool.
Has
And,
this just started? Yes, it has.
and the Yankees scored like 30 runs over the weekend, so I'm happy. Hey,
Did they
Nico.
win?
Yeah. Smacking balls left and right, boy. It's worse than you know who and you know.
Maureen, how are you? Kev, what's going on?
Thank you,
guys
Maureen.
for joining us. William, what's good? We got a lot of people filing in right now. They want to see what's the hoopla about.
Yeah.
LB Green, Roberto, what's going on? Nico, how are you? Italian Stallion. Patrick, what's good?
Hey, Italian Stallion, how you doing?
We want Meet You on Monday. Don't worry, we'll be bringing that back too. We got a lot of different shows that we're working on and behind the scenes. I'll tell my team that you said you want it back. Big Boy Blue, what's going on? So you're aware of what's going on here, right?
I don't know anything.
With Merlino
I
and
don't know.
John Gotti Jr.
I don't know Joey Merlino. I never heard of Gotti Jr. I'm being Merlino right now.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, so all of a sudden, it's like a big thing.
Oh my God, an explosive weekend.
Yeah, like it's a big thing, but it's been out there for
major yelling and screaming and texting and dropping.
Francis,
Francis.
how are you?
Yeah,
Sonny's
it's
trying to beat me
and
to the
it's
shout-out.
only the beginning. It's only thank you.
Yeah,
It's only the beginning. You know that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
This is going to get a lot worse and a lot bigger.
So this information's been out there, and it's been the topic of debate recently. Is John Jr. a rat? And I mean, I don't think he's a rat. I mean, he cooperated with the government. He cooperated to get out of trouble. He's a family man now. He wants to move on with his life. That's it, right?
Yeah. There's some question about whether Merlino was right about the 32 names. I know I'm going to beat you to the punch and let the chat know that there was an opportunity that we could have done this. How long ago? Months ago.
Yeah, months ago.
And I was like, yeah, why don't we just lay off this and let's see what happens? I don't know. I think
Sugar Bear, how are you?
I think that was a good idea, to see what happened. My question is for Merlino, why now? Why are you dropping this now? It was 2005 when it happened. Why is he dropping it 19 years later? That's what I didn't get.
But so people have been asking him since he started his podcast, asking him that question, and he hasn't answered it. And
Oh, okay.
I'll play the clip right here of when Snuff asks him.
Is John Gotti Jr. a rat?
Go to Patreon and you'll see.
We would like to thank you for watching.
See,
Head
he keeps
on
them
over
hanging.
to Patreon for
Go
the
to
full
Patreon.
episode.
That was done for all of us. If you wanted to know what he was going to say, you had to spend $15.
So let's see what Sammy Gravano thinks of the whole situation.
What?
Well, I never put anybody in jail. What does that mean to me? I told him. What do I care? What you did. You sat with the government and cooperated. If you never had to take the stand, listen, I cooperated. I wish I never took the stand or had to take the stand.
He's a liar. Sammy Gravano is the biggest weasel liar out there. Really, like. And then there's Mikey Scars right next to him, and then the whole gamut of people.
Oh, you can go down the whole list. Saboteur. Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah. And it's not so much
Good.
that he's such a bad, a notorious liar. He is the king of excuses. For what he, nobody beats him in that. There's a couple of close seconds, but
Mikey Scabs is pretty good with the excuses. The name of his channel is No Excuses. It
Right,
should be
exactly.
full of excuses.
But you did cooperate. And that's why you left the life. Not because that's bullshit. You left the life because you cooperated. And there was a lot of other reasons. I don't.
Now, this has been out there that Gotti Jr. went to his father because he was going to take a plea deal.
right.
And you're going to hear it right from Junior's own mouth on what happened. But I think, what's your opinion on it? Do you think that he tried to, I mean, my personal opinion is these people think that they're smarter than the government and they can outsmart them.
Impossible.
Yeah, like it's not going to happen.
You know what? I like to bring back to sports. It's like taking your 9 players on your baseball team and playing against the government, who has 25 people in the infield alone and another 25 in the outfield. You're never going to get a hit. You're never going to get a home run. So why do you even try?
Very rarely one will slip past them, right?
You got to look in the mirror and say, here's the real reason. To yourself. You don't have to tell anybody, but this is the real reason I'm doing this. And then do what you got to do from that point forward. But there's no other reason that it was being done to help yourself out. I'm not talking about John. I'm talking about anybody that did that, unless your life was in really, really severe danger and you go to them for help. But
yeah, but I mean, I understand his predicament. He was in there facing 3 different trials, had all these people cooperating against him. And he probably just said, I had enough. Like, I don't want to keep doing this shit no more.
Man,
but there's other people.
5 times.
But there's other people like Merlino who sat through all that and didn't cooperate.
Right.
And took the abuse of the government and stood tall. And it's people's perception on what's going on. Like, but they're all out of the life. Merlino's not in the life no more. He can't be if he's on YouTube. A lot of people keep calling him current mob boss of Philly. It's not even possible.
I think they say that because it is so small that you could be without even being in the life. Albert, I have to go with Gino Staxx.
Yeah, Gino Staxx. I can't wait to till Merlino's steak place opens. I'm gonna go there and check it out.
Oh, we got to go for the opening.
No, we'll be there. Don't worry. Me and Sonny will be there.
I talked to Lou. He said he'll go.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Lou Silver. If you guys don't know, I got a big interview with him and the cast from Capo Rise to Power.
Right. Big world premiere was over the weekend.
Yeah, it's out already, right?
Huh?
Is it out yet?
No, not yet.
A private screening of it, right?
Yeah, right.
Here, let's check. Let's check out the shout out from Lou.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Lou Silver. I played Don Pissarro on Capo, Rise to Power, streaming this summer. But right now, I'm chatting with Staxx.
He's a good dude.
Oh, dun, dun,
He's a
dun.
good dude.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the first episode I did with him, first interview, go check it out. I did one with him and Jimmy Barbarese. Shout out to Barbarese. Shout out to Roxy. Basically interviewed the whole crew.
Yeah, that's great.
I need a couple more. I think it's been like 3 years, something like that.
Since they
Junior is
started,
no
yeah.
rat. I like Joey, but Staxx, you said it best. He had multiple rats going against him. He fought back. Who went to jail because of Junior? No one. Now let's hear it from his own words. I got a video we're going to play. Let's check it out.
I think I've seen this.
In 1998, John Gotti Jr. was indicted by a grand jury and arrested by FBI agents on federal racketeering charges stemming from his role as the acting head of the Gambino crime family. After a series of negotiations with the federal government and 9 months in jail, Gotti Jr. decided he wanted to enter a guilty plea, serve his time, and retire from a life in organized crime. But to do so, he felt like he needed the blessing of his dying father, John Gotti Sr.
Good. I don't care. I hope they're there, because I don't avoid anybody. I'll be there. So, hey, the more the merrier.
He was serving a life sentence.
Huh?
You like Michael Jackson?
He said, I think a few mob content creators will be at Joey's restaurant opening. You may run into some trouble. Oh,
you know what? They'll be on the outside looking in.
Yeah, I really don't.
It'd be like
care.
Bob Uecker looking through the window. Wow, they're having a good time in there.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I don't listen. None of these people are gonna give me any type of trouble. I fucking highly doubt it. Okay,
you got enough trouble with me. You don't need any.
I'm just like Merlino. I go anywhere I want, and I don't ask permission, and that's it. Like nobody's gonna keep me from going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that.
There you go.
Murder. He asked for and received permission from a federal judge to travel to the U.S. Medical Center for Federal Prisoners in Springfield, Missouri, for a face-to-face meeting with his ailing father.
Damn right, you said it perfect. Regular guys, nobody will do anything. They're all loser punks. 100%.
Can't we all just get along?
Nah, listen, they're not my constituents. They're not. Like I have nothing to do with these people. So
what's your favorite line? What's your favorite line about them?
Content? Huh?
I said, what's the your favorite line?
I don't mind because they don't matter.
They're not my competition.
They're my opposition.
There you go.
Taped by prison officials, and would be the last time the two would ever see each other.
The story will continue in a moment.
And Louis Casman's a rat, just to set the record straight. He wore a wire at Gotti's funeral against his own family. Casman's a huge rat.
Yeah.
For the record. And I think EG Vodka's a shitty vodka company. Let's continue.
Are you kidding? I didn't know that. I have to be honest with you, Al Barberi. I do use them both.
Do you do olive oil or mayo? Hey, Albert, is it sauce or gravy?
Uh-oh.
I already know what he's going to say.
I had such a good friend named Al Barberi that lived in the Brooklyn Navy Yard for years. It's so weird to see that name. I'm sorry, again.
The extraordinary meeting took place in a prison conference room with the father, badly disfigured by surgery for throat, neck, and mouth cancer, sitting directly across the table from his son, who wanted to turn his back on a life his father had pulled him into.
My father starts off by saying that I received the message that John wants closure. And I looked at my father, and again, we're being monitored, so we have to be very careful how we communicate.
He says the agenda had been discussed with his father in advance by family attorney Joe Carrazzo, and that closure meant not just pleading guilty, but quitting the mob. The Don responded by making fun of the word.
So Joseph told me, John, it wants closure. I said, Joseph, that's not that word ain't on my son's vocabulary. That's over-educated, unintelligent motherfucker. Right? Closure. It's a new 90s word. I don't like it.
For Gotti Sr., the idea of giving in went against everything he believed in.
Hey, he was a stand-up guy to the end, right?
To the very end.
He didn't want his son making no deals with the government. I think everybody on his crew had a thing where they couldn't take plea agreements, right?
Yeah. You know what I never understood? I mean, 'cause it's the government, I guess I do understand, but why was anybody brought up on charges for what they did to him medically and physically and everything?
I don't know.
It was horrible what they did to the guy.
Yeah,
you're supposed to stay neutral in that thing. You got your job to do. You're not, whatever you think about the man or the woman, whatever that you're watching in prison, you could talk about that when you get home. But here's a guy that needed to go to the doctor. They didn't take him. They handcuffed him to the bed. He couldn't get out to take a piss. I mean, it was bad.
Hey, Gandaro, you can go in the toilet where you belong, and I'll be at that fucking opening. Hope you're there.
Yeah. I was waiting. And I know who sends them up there.
I'll be there. You go land, honey. I think the turd got stuck.
Hold on.
And I will be there. So show up.
Okay.
These people are fucking crazy, man. They're nuts. They really are.
Well, yeah, he got a half a heart on when he saw that you were on, so he could come in and say stupid shit. It's nice.
Hey, it's okay.
His day is
guess
made.
what? They don't affect me at all. I still go anywhere I want. I'll be in Philly, and you won't do a fucking thing. You'll watch me be in Philly, okay? And that's it.
Correct.
And I'll go make my rounds. I'll go see Barberi. Hopefully, Albert's over there, and we'll go see a bunch of people. We'll make our rounds.
There you go.
Philly, in the back of an Uber, right? Without our locations on. We'll upload the video after.
I'll be your Uber driver.
All right, let's check out some more of this video.
Yeah, this was a good one.
Fight. And if you accuse me of robbing the church and the steeple sticking out of my backside, I'm going to deny it. And I can't reach him. And not only that, the closure, he talked me out of the plea.
So I know you feel his dad. I'm falling off a cliff.
John Jr. left the prison and returned to New York, where he told his attorney to begin preparing a defense.
And then last minute, the day we were picking the jury, I sat there. I left the house that morning, was getting ready for trial. And I saw my wife, and I saw my kids, and I saw my whole family, and I says, I got to try to end this here. I got to try to end this. I went and spoke to my lawyers, and I says, get me the plea. Get me the plea, I'll take the plea.
What did you plead guilty to?
Racketeering.
Specifically?
I believe it was extortion in the construction industry, gambling, taxes, loan sharking.
All things you did?
Things I did do, yes, correct. I was a loan shark. The fact that most of my customers joined WITSEC pretty much bankrupted me in the loan sharking business.
Joined what?
The Witness Protection Program.
Oh, right.
Yeah. They chased me out of that industry, but quick.
Gotti took the plea, believing the government would leave him alone once he'd paid his debt to society, and that he'd be able to quit the Gambino family and get on with his life.
Well, first of all, did you think you could get out? Do you think people would let you out?
Definitely, LB Green. Shout out to you, man. Come meet us out there.
Absolutely.
Roberto says Junior was smart for getting out of life. It's a dead end street. 100% it's a dead end street. And honestly, do you think he really cares what people say about him?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No. The only thing that sets him off is when they go after Angel And I know, without having to tell you how I know, he also goes to her, knocks on her door, and tells her, "Will you shut up?" Sometimes.
Hey, Giuseppe, you can go in the toilet too, man. I ain't gonna run into no trouble. A bunch of losers, okay? They ain't gonna do nothing. So just shut up, man. You guys are so stupid. I'm 45 years old. You think I'm going there to fight? Absolutely not, but I will defend myself. Now get in the bathroom. And that's it. Let's carry on.
Sure, why not? Sure, why couldn't I? Well, because there's this old saw. I mean, it was part of one of your trials that you can't get out of you can't get out of the life.
Who said?
All the movies. It's all the lore.
There you go. The movies. It makes great reading. You know,
the federal government.
And what makes them an authority on this? The federal government should have embraced my message that you can move on with your life, you can change. Instead, they says, no, that's not possible. Everybody in the streets let me move on with my life. It's the government that didn't let me move on with my life. They says you can't. The guys in the street says, good riddance. Take care. Have a good.
Yeah, because that's true, right? The people in the street really didn't care.
Actually, they were happy about it. He wasn't well liked as a boss, because I think the legacy of his father worked against him. They expected him to be exactly like his father, and he's his own man too. So,
hey, Schmucky, you don't gotta be disrespectful, all right? You can go in the bathroom too. See you later. Fucking my flushing finger ain't tired yet. Okay,
so take some spelling lessons while you're in that toilet.
Yeah, take some spelling lessons.
Gene slowly opens up. Oh,
Just that it irritated, I guess, someone in law enforcement.
Why do you think it irritated somebody in law enforcement?
Because I guess they want you to feel the only options that you have, okay, is death, jail, or cooperate. Now, you want to get out of that life, we arrest you. You either could kill yourself, go to jail, or we'll embrace you with open arms.
Gotti was serving his 6.5-year sentence at the Raybrook prison in upstate New York.
Didn't he make a deal that if he took some time with a plea deal or something, they couldn't go after him again, and they did?
That's what he thought, yeah. Don't forget, when they do 302s, they write up what the conversation was. You know? And in his case, they didn't even videotape it, which is kind of stupid on their part. But you know, did they leave things out? I don't know.
Yeah, they're supposed to videotape when people do that, right?
Yep. Yeah. Why didn't they do that in this case? I don't know.
They didn't do it with A-Light either, did they?
I don't think they did it with A-Light either. Now I got to go digging. I got to find out.
So what I'm confused about is A-Light says, oh, Junior was cooperating. But he didn't cooperate till after A-Light was going after him. Like, so it doesn't even make sense. A-Light's stories don't make sense.
No.
Just like he had affiliations with Blackie Luciano's brother or cousin or whatever the fuck he says.
Who said that?
That's what A-Light says. His father was good friends with Blackie.
Oh, right.
And but that's funny because he died before you were born.
Before he was born.
No, it's crazy. Do you think paid for a visit when he wanted to see his father, and the state or the feds had to pay? He probably did have to pay to go there and see his father.
Well, I'm sure the news channel paid for that.
Salvatore says A-Light commands Gene to apply more Vaseline. A-Light tried to get Junior the death penalty. 100% he did.
Yep, absolutely.
That's wild. All right, let's get back to this video.
But in solitary confinement when his father died. When he had the opportunity to make phone calls, they went to his wife and children in Long Island and not his Gambino family. He even arranged for regular parent-teacher conferences with his son's school.
I made them in chains, dragged me out of my cell every Friday, and they put me in a room belly chained and handcuffed, and I had a conference, a parent-teacher conference every Friday at 2 o'clock with my son Frankie's school, every Friday. And it's the only time they ever heard me. If they forgot to come get me for that call, that's the only time I bucked. I would buck in jail when they did that. Otherwise, I was a model inmate. And basically what happened was they'd put me on speakerphone and I'd be in a room with all the teachers. My son's teachers would be there and his guidance counselors and whatnot, and we'd play out the whole week.
But his deal with the federal government didn't work out the way he had intended.
Right.
You thought you were a free man when you got out?
Absolutely.
But it didn't turn out that way?
No, it didn't turn out that way. It was several weeks before I was supposed to get released, and they indicted me again.
See, he got a plea bargain. Thought, oh, this is gonna end. I'm gonna get closure. His father passed away while he's in prison, and then they indict him again. Crazy.
4 more times.
Crazy.
You know,
Staxx,
I think
did
he
you
went through
work
5.
on your case. I have to do some work as well. Good for you. Do whatever you gotta do. There we go. Fucking toilet's getting full today, boys.
Who'd you flush?
Someone running their mouth.
Who? I was angry at my lawyers.
Doesn't
I was angry
matter.
At the government. I was angry at everybody. I thought that I got
honky
bamboozled.
tonk ranch.
That's what I thought, hoodwinked.
The new racketeering charges allege that John Jr. had ordered an attack 12 years earlier on Curtis Sliwa, a talk show host and anti-crime crusader who had railed against his father. Sliwa was shot in a New York taxicab and seriously wounded, but survived. Gotti denied any involvement. The case was tried 3 times, each one ending in a mistrial with a jury deadlocked.
After I wasn't convicted, that's where it should have ended. Then it just kept on. So now everybody was just putting a target on my back and everybody was gunning for me. It didn't matter how it was going to happen, but it had to happen.
In 2009, he was indicted again, this time for allegedly participating in or authorizing 3 murders, all committed before 1992. Gotti was held in jail for 16 months without bail, awaiting trial on a case that was based almost exclusively on the word of former mafia associates who received sentence reductions or favorable considerations in exchange.
Like John A. Light. So now that makes sense to me. Junior didn't do the queen for the day.
No.
And A. Light already cooperated. So him saying, oh, I knew Junior was flipping. No, you didn't. That's a complete lie because it didn't even happen yet.
Correct.
So, like, these people, they don't understand. Like, it's very easy to figure this shit out.
Exchange for their testimony.
The fact that these witnesses, I mean, there's not even a credit check there. All you have to do is slaughter people. And if the trophy you have that you're waving is bigger than themselves, then it's okay. That's a problem. I think that's a problem.
Charles Carnesi is Gotti's attorney.
Was there any other evidence other than the testimony of these informers that...
Not a single piece of evidence. No eyewitness testimony, no forensic evidence, nothing whatsoever.
Gotti says the chief prosecution witness, John A. Light, was a drug dealer and a confessed killer who testified that he had murdered 3 people on orders from Gotti.
There was a confrontation in the courtroom.
Right.
With Mr. A. Light.
Yeah, after he testified, he got off the stand and he walked towards me and he smiled, he was laughing. And that's when I called him a punk and a dog. He always was a punk and a dog. He was a junkie. He was all of those things.
Well, I think he's a couple more things that people don't know about too. Ain't that right, Mr. A. Light? Huh?
Oh, miscreant. He was ostracized and chased out of that neighborhood. He wasn't asked to leave, he was chased out of that neighborhood. He was a trash pail then, he's a trash pail now, he'll always be a trash pail.
Thank you.
That trial also ended with a hopelessly deadlocked jury.
When we come back, Gotti goes home and tries to move on with his life.
So what do you think of that?
I think it's excellent the way it's laid out right now. Thank you, Dean. Yeah,
And listen, I don't have any dogs in this fight. I'm not a mob guy. I'm not in the mafia or any of that shit. I just changed my life, and now I bring you guys content. And that's what it's about, to bring you guys the information and let you guys decide on what you think of the situation. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's no ill intent here. I can see that.
No, not at all.
Not on some of the other places where they went absolutely out of their mind.
Yeah, it's crazy, these people, some of these people, but I don't care about any of them, man. I'm on an upward trajectory, and no one's gonna stop it. So you'll see us in Philly very soon, and we'll make our rounds. Can't wait for you to come up to New York too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to get up
spots.
there too.
We'll hit some spots in the city.
Yeah, if they're still open.
It was a great time in the city with Katrina and everybody.
Katrina.
It was great, man. Katrina. No,
Katerina.
Katrina.
Oh yeah, right.
Katrina.
The last time we were hanging, remember she kept trying to correct me on how to say her name.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
Yeah, you look like you had a good time.
Yeah, I was at it was called the Secret Room. It was like an exclusive party in Manhattan.
Yeah. You look like the only guy there, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, I know, right? Because I was the only.
That's the secret.
Yeah. I'm just happy that I got invited. Like, you know?
Yeah. And I like the way you detailed the whole trip on video. You know, a little here, a little there, on the train, seeing, you know.
Yeah, I went live.
The farmlands, and then when you
from,
landed, yeah.
Yeah, I went live from Times Square, and I walked around the city. It was pretty cool.
I thought you were taking your friggin' clothes off when you stopped.
Nah, I was getting situated.
Right.
There was some guy in his apartment staring at me. The people were saying, you know, I had to keep the do good.
Hey, you trying to say something?
Yeah, my bad.
I still got it. It's all the way back here now.
Yeah, you just gotta stretch it off. Put one of those ratchet straps on the back and go kick, it'll pull it up.
Why, you son of a bitch.
My bad, bro. My father had a full head of hair until the day he died. So
Really?
I think, I'm pretty good with not losing my hair.
My dad, may he rest in peace, his part was here, right? And then as the years went on, the part kept getting down here, down until it totally disappeared. And everything was the comb over this way.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it comes with getting old and wise.
Yeah, you're throwing the wise to save yourself. See that, chat? Now he called me bald and old.
No, you're wise. You're wise too. So.
Oh, and wise. That's right. Yeah,
wise
you're right.
ass. Wise ass.
And since third grade, I've been told that. Used to be in my report cards.
I was talking to some people out in the city about, you know, the migrant problem and all that, and this guy told me, right? He said that they've been cooking in their rooms with barbecue grills and shit inside the building,
in the hotel rooms and everything that they put up for them. Yeah,
and the hotel tries to keep them as long as possible because they get paid a lot of money for having them, so they try to keep them as long as possible. Because I asked him, I said, do they keep them for like a month and kick them out? He's like, no.
Right.
They try to keep them as long as possible. You both look great. And what a terrific singer you are, Sonny.
Yes. Thank you, Francis.
Yeah, you are good. If it wasn't for copyright infringements, I'd have you sing a song for us.
Yeah, that's why I got off YouTube. They were as bad to me as the government was to Gotti Sr.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, like every minute, right? They
Like,
hit you with
who am I hurting? I'm not hurting anybody. Like if I sang a Beatles song, you know, that they want to strike before it and take it off. And I used to argue with them back and forth. Like, first of all, almost half the Beatles are dead, number one. But I'm gonna hurt them from making money because I sang something on
a cover song. I didn't know that they could do
yeah.
that for a cover song. Like,
so they told me and they showed me how I can go and you have to get a cover license. And I'm like, okay. So I'll go. Hey, I sounded like Vlad there, didn't I? Okay.
Okay.
You have to get a cover license for every song you want to sing. There's no blanket license. You know?
Oh,
and
so
yet I
each
watch
song you got to get a license.
Right.
What?
So if I do a concert like I used to do, especially during COVID and stuff, of 15 to 20 songs, I got to get 20 different licenses. Meanwhile, I see 4 or 5 people I can name off the top of my head, which I won't, that sing every day 2 or 3 songs on Facebook. And the trick
why
is,
don't you try to see if an album, like you can cover a whole album?
Got to get a license for every song that you're going to do on the album.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It is cash grab. It's ridiculous. 100%. That's crazy.
Look, Stanfa.
He pronounces all the names wrong too. It's funny.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's when he cuts the video. Okay. When he says, okay.
Oh, that's his cue to himself?
Yeah.
Could be, yeah. You know what?
Cut the video. So I got invited to a big podcast. I'm going to be in the studio being interviewed. So that's coming soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's coming. May 11th.
May 11th?
Yeah.
Man, that's less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is amazing.
And then my birthday's coming up. I'll be 45 years old.
Oh, when's your birthday?
May 21st.
My son's is May 4th, this weekend. 37.
Yeah. How's Mr. Cheeks doing?
He's great. He FaceTimes me every day. Well, whenever he can.
He's a cool kid, man.
He is. And he puts the phone up and then he just runs around and does things. And he feeds me through the phone. Pop. Yeah, here you go. And I got to go.
And then you draw those pictures for him?
Yeah. I got like 40 done now. Now he's sending in requests. He's not even 3 years old yet, the little son of a.
No, he sends in requests for you to
now
draw.
He's requests of what I can draw. I had to do some Blue Boy or Bluey, whatever it is, and then his sister Bingo, and I don't know.
It's like a dog, right?
Well, yeah, they're dogs, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you forget, and I showed him, I drew Woody Woodpecker. I go, huh? You know who that is, right? He goes, no. What do you mean, no?
You got to teach him all the old school people.
Yeah, my son pops his head in. Dad, he's 2. Woody Woodpecker was out 60 years ago. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, probably a lot of them he doesn't know, but you can teach him about them all.
Yeah, I told my son, play that when you got the TV on for him. Why not? You can just go on any YouTube channel now and play those things.
Jimbo Slice says Barillo is too tough. He needs a seat on his bike.
Oh, he's too tough to need a seat on it. He rides it without.
Too tough. He doesn't need a seat.
Well, let's not go there. If you know what I mean.
Oh,
your boy, I won't mention his name, but he's got a beard and an accent. Had him on again, and he asked him, "What is your answer to everybody that says that you're a woman beater?" And he laughed, and he goes, "Ask my girlfriend." I never laid a finger on her.
Yeah,
imagine that.
It's crazy, man. Just
Isn't
nuts. It
Rats
is what it
just
is.
want to have fun. Look what Peter wrote. Cyndi Lauper's coming out with a new song. Rats just want to have fun.
It's unbelievable the amount of people that support these cooperators. It's unreal. It really
It
is.
is.
They're trying to change the tide on, like, I don't know, making it cool to be a degenerate loser. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm. they're claiming that they're the ones that cleaned up. This is the new thing they're doing now. They're the ones that cleaned up the mafia and cleaned up the streets by doing what they did and putting people away and everything else. We actually
And they were the loyal ones, and they were the gangsters. No one
Exactly.
else, just them.
We did a service. I'm like, wow.
Listen, they couldn't be gangsters in the street. Now they want to be gangsters on YouTube after they cooperated. It's hilarious. Hilarious. Then you got other people on here thinking they're the toughest. And it's just, come on, man. You can see right through their frailness. They have thin skin. They are just weak-minded individuals.
I like that. You can see right through their frailness.
100%. You see the weakness in their eyes.
Mm.
You can.
You can. You can. Sometimes the fear. Whose credit card is this? Remember?
Yeah.
There was fear in that boy's eyes.
100%.
And they all have another book and a movie coming out. Hollywood has stopped making everything else. They just want to make movies about these people. Yeah, okay.
Listen, Sammy Gravano, I got a message for you. When you pass away, I'll still be here talking about how you're a rat. So you don't have to worry. You think you could change your he thinks he could change the narrative on how he's remembered.
Yeah, on his legacy.
Yeah, he said how he wants to be remembered.
Yeah.
But that won't be the case there, Scammy.
Remember that thing I made with him sitting on top of the plane?
Yeah.
He wants his own corporate jet.
Remember Jack Russo, Sammy?
I heard, and I'll just leave it here and drop it, that more of that is coming out very, very, very soon. With with receipts, as they say.
Hey,
Mm-mm-mm.
we're there to check it out, right?
Yep. Hey, Dave from Boston, and the Laborers Union. My high. Okay, I think we have to go with turd.
No, we got one.
Yeah.
We got some turds in the building. Oh, which one? Which one is it?
Donko. I'm sure Sammy is concerned about you and your legions of followers.
It seems like you're concerned about us, so get your ass in the toilet. Join your buddies.
Yeah, there's some people down there.
Join him.
Blip, 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 blip,
Don't choke
blip.
on the fucking toilet water.
Blip, blip, blip.
Get in the bedroom.
He's still there.
No, he's gone now.
Oh, he's on mine.
He's gone on mine.
He's right under Paul.
Says he's
Hey,
in
Paul.
the toilet.
Whatever.
It says he's gone.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm looking right at him. 12:45.
I'm looking right at where it says King Donka was banned and comments removed.
Wow. Does anybody else still see that? Or is it me? Because my computer's been crazy lately.
Yeah, it's probably just you, man.
Get the Borello extra strength plunger.
Yeah, use Barillo's lips for the plunger.
Gravano's cellmate said that Sammy's a squirter.
Nah, it's gone. He's gone.
Okay. Jimbo Slice. He's too much.
Paul, Maureen, Jimbo Slice, what's going on? Yes, there's going to be some things coming out about them. And, we'll be here to cover them all. Just like we will be in Philadelphia. We can go anywhere we want. We're not like these people. We go anywhere we want with our head held high.
We have Philadelphia freedom.
100%.
Hey, Luigi. Haven't seen him in a while.
Luigi, what's going on? Pink Panther, Edward, what's good? Well, is he a rat or not? I don't know. You make the decision. I'm not in the mafia.
With what everybody else has done, it's kind of hard to call him a rat. But if you want to go by the letter of LCN, well, then you broke the rules.
Yeah, if you go by the law of the mafia, then he would be considered one. If you want to go with the law of other people that really don't care, they really don't care, you know, because they say like he never put anyone in prison, you know, the typical shit they say. Like,
hey, look, Uncle Pete's here.
Uncle
no,
Pete
you're
was good.
100% right.
Like all of them say that. Michael Francis says that. I never put anyone in prison. No one went to prison. He's got an excuse for everything. Now he's starting to backtrack, right? And he's starting to say that he cooperated.
Correct.
But,
Big time.
and people are like, hey, you already blew it, man. You've been lying this whole time saying you never cooperated. Yes, you did, Michael Francis. 100% you did.
Freedom of information. Hey, Mara.
And I'm not the judge and executioner here either. Like, we just bring you the information. You guys make your own decision, you know, and that's it.
And his decision was purely for his family, which is great, you know. But you still did it.
100%.
That's the thing. That's all. You know, I think if you own up to that, not just John, anybody, any one of them, just own up to what you did and get on from there. But they can't. They don't disappear. They keep coming back and flexing and talking tough. And no.
Yeah, we played that video. All due respect to you, in reality, Sonny has unemployed a great deal of people.
Yeah.
And wasn't Sammy the mafia YouTube genre would be pretty boring? Nah, I don't agree with that, man.
I don't know how much of a genre there was.
I don't consider myself a part of that genre.
Right. Well, okay, yeah.
Because these people think like that they have control over what other people do, and they don't. Nobody says what I do. No one pushes me in certain direction. No one has say in anything I do. Do what I want. So there is no leader here. And I'm not a part of that genre, as you would say.
Mr. and Mrs. Roz.
What's good, Stevie Bullets? That's nice. Staxx show is part of the mob genre. We're not part of the mob genre. Right. I don't believe that. We do interviews and we just shoot the shit, man.
It's funny. I had the same conversation with somebody. I said, you know, we've had MMA fighters on. We've had sticks on, comedians on. We got people waiting in the wings that have nothing to do with this. You know, they're running out of content anyway. So I'm glad we're not part of that.
And I got too much. I got too much content.
We're part of us. That's it.
That's it, man. Entertainment. It's about entertainment. Actually, I wasn't.
Yeah, I know what you meant, Dustin.
If you haven't checked it out, go check out the show from last night about the Versace heist.
Oh, with Punch?
Yeah, we did the live after it. It's pretty good, right?
He cracked me up, man.
Yeah, he's funny. He's a great dude. I'll have you guys all on. Me, you, Punch, and Pedge Tattoos.
And Pedge Tattoo, yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I like what he said. If you guys, God forbid, ever went to prison, you would want me as your cellie. Because the time would go by. I don't care if it's, what did he say? I don't care if it was 100 years. It would go by in a blink of an eye because I'd have you laughing 24 hours a day.
Putting another man in jail to save your own neck is bad enough. But these clown rats are trying to rewrite history. 100%, Peter. 100%.
Yep.
And that's why there has to be somebody to be the opposite side of that. And I'm glad Merlino's out now because it's someone that he has a voice that's powerful, obviously, because people are listening. So it's good that he's out there. A lot of people don't like it, but hey, you don't gotta like it.
I think he needs to tone it down a little bit right now, but
I don't think he cares.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
He doesn't give a shit, man.
No,
he does what he wants.
You see the video that him and that little snuff front row seats, the first row at the Sixers-Knicks playoff game.
Bro, they're in front row at every game.
Yeah. Well, he
Yeah.
hasn't been in the front row in a while. He's been in the 10th or whatever,
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, and you said something last time we were all together about these people, and they think they're celebrities. It's the public that makes them the celebrities, though.
Yeah,
When
but
you
these cooperators are not celebrities. In their
No.
own mind, they are.
Because
Like
of the people.
Merlino. Merlino
Well-
has a lot of celebrity friends. He is
He does.
basically
He
a
does.
celebrity. These people cannot compare to him. They can't at all.
They had
Gorilla,
their
almost
free run before
celebrity.
he came. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. They had their free run.
Hey,
There was
that
nobody there to yank their chain or anything.
Yeah, there was some people mob rats exposed. There was a bunch
There
of
was
people
some,
out
but
there.
most of
yeah.
them were Wikipedia widgets, you know? And it was good enough because a lot of people didn't know, especially when you get out of the areas like, you know, Connecticut and Jersey and New York and everything. The people in the Midwestern towns and up north and down
They
south.
don't know any better about any of this shit.
So those guys that are still around as creator content is or content creators,
Paper toilet.
they were good, you know, because people would listen to them and so they get more. Oh, give me more, give me more, give me more. Now, how many times you're going to talk about Al Capone? How many times you're going to talk about, you know, the commission and this and that? It's old now. That's why a lot of their viewership is dropping off because there is nothing happening in the streets. They are more secretive today than they ever were.
Sammy will always be known as the person that ratted on John Gotti. Bottom line, that's it. And the person who killed Alan Kaiser, rest in peace to Alan Kaiser, he will never be known as anything other than that.
And all of these so-called new people with a new way of life and everything still do not mention Alan Kaiser by name. They call him that kid, that 16-year-old kid. He has a name. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people. He wasn't with them. He happened to be walking down a sidewalk, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
You know, right?
Dustin, thank you for that. Appreciate the
No,
donation.
nice man. Don't say that kid, that 16-year-old kid. He had a name. He had a family.
Must be some poker player. Staxx sitting there with a straight face. With LR, you must be a poker player. I could probably be a good poker player.
I was just gonna say I could see you doing it.
Yeah, I messed around with poker a little bit. What was it? Texas Hold'em.
Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, we used to play it on our lunch break. I used to frame houses and we used to play Texas Hold'em on our lunch break. Lose all my money. Justice for Alan Kaiser. 100%.
That's right, Francis.
The Coleslaw Defense Fund. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I'm working on it. We're definitely going to be fighting it. So
all I'm going to do is say this because I know we don't do politics here, but everybody go check out Howard Stern and his guest that he just had on his show. That's all I'll say. Hey, James Healy.
yeah, I don't know anything about that, Michael. And I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But I don't.
He was pretty well respected till he got the Hitler tattoo. He's right when he goes there. That's my choice if I want to do it. Mile High Magic knows what I'm talking about. But it's a kind of a stupid tattoo to get and display while you have a show going, you know.
Yeah, it's his business. I don't know. I don't get involved. Not my dogs, not my fight. I really don't care. Tell you the truth.
All right, Peter. Thanks for coming. Hope he wins.
I think it's funny how people try to dictate who you can support and who you can't. And if you do show up in someone's chat or you say shit, they automatically link you with these people.
Right.
I think that's hilarious.
Yeah. It's power. They're on a power trip. The power of the keyboard, man, it can really.
Well, guess what? You ain't got no power. Your
Not
power
over here.
is powerless. 100%.
Not over here.
Definitely. Justice for Alan Kaiser, 100%.
Beautiful.
Don't worry, Sammy will have his judgment day. It's coming.
We know we can't bring him back, but we can keep him alive. Right?
Keep the memory alive, yeah, 100%. Shout out to Punch. Go check out the interview with Punch. It was really good last night. We had a good a live after the episode, and I have more on the way. If you guys want to see some exclusive content, we're gonna.
Don't get me started with that guy. Oh,
I got an interview with Punch that's unreleased that I'm gonna put on Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Angel had Jeff Soprano Loman's lawyer on saying how terrible it was, Joey bringing Jeff snitching 20 years. Huh? That was Jeff's lawyer, The Sopranos? From The Sopranos?
Jeff Loman's lawyer.
I don't know who that is. But listen, Loman did snitch. He snitched on Rubio right in court. He wrote a letter to the judge trying to get him put in prison. Bottom line.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, William. Yeah. Elio went on a rant for about 15 minutes. I couldn't put two and two together what he was saying, or trying to say anyway. But it ain't over yet. Yeah, Elio, right, exactly.
Pause to read. And this is public information. He tried to get some people put in prison, 100%, on the words of another man.
Yes. Look at Salvatore. Loman, Mr. In Time, will be dealt with.
Yeah. Good for him. It's good he calls out other people for ratting. Doesn't expect the same to happen to him.
Right. I think it's time for
crazy, man.
We don't wish no harm on anybody.
No, we don't. It's for entertainment purposes only. We don't wish harm on anybody. We're just here to get some information out there and have a fun time doing it. It's all about enjoying life, not being miserable losers like a lot of these people are. But hey, that's their problem, right?
You know my saying, man, don't take life too seriously because you never get out of it alive.
No, everyone has a day.
Look at Marta. Very good, Marta. Loman is a low man.
Yeah, we're not going to go off to that topic. We'll save that for
not
later.
Yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway, but exclusive information has just came into the newsroom.
My name is
Earl.
Earl
Says Gotti Jr. is a rat. If you say so. I'm checking on Carnegie. Sammy's got a voice like a choir of angels. A choir of angels.
Choir of angels.
What?
What?
Sounds like a rat getting pinched in a trap.
Maybe that's supposed to say Sonny.
Yeah. Probably. But anyway, man, thank you for joining me.
We're
today.
making an
I
album,
appreciate
man.
you.
Just so you know, I want to announce it here.
Making an album.
Sammy and I were making an album.
Yeah. Called the Rat Trap Fever.
The Rat Pack.
Anyway, man, I hope you have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
A lot of good content on the way. I got Concrete Chronicles podcast coming up. I got an interview with him, 5-part series. Check it out. I'll be dropping part 1 tonight.
You know what? I caught that last night. That was good. The concrete thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, he's got some wild stories, and he explains a lot of crazy stuff to me. And I got some new guests coming on. I booked some great guests are on the way. So if you guys like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this podcast, too fucking bad. I don't care. Start your own.
And remember,
don't be a rat.
Peace.
Thanks, man.
My pleasure, brother. As always, you know that.
Have a great day, everybody.
Everybody be safe.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged, and investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.